What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Kuzay, and I know I've been gone for a minute, but hey, it was summertime, man. I had to do what I had to do. But I had to come back. I had to come back because some of y'all was hating. Forget some of y'all, a lot of y'all was hating. And the reason why y'all was hating because I did that video with the Hodge twins and, you know, the African American lie. Y'all was tripping. So I said, you know what? Let me do a video to just literally annihilate all of that. So today we're going to be talking about, do Africans hate African Americans or do African Americans hate Africans? We'll see. But before we get into it, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe and cue in the music, man. Let's go!
Sucho bem da jodeu, feito do balado, machilomba na cachupa, feito do balado, check.
Alright, we are back, man. Now the reason why I had to do this video is because some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all was tripping, man. I was getting comments like this, and this, and this one, don't forget that one. And it was a whole bunch of freaking comments, a whole bunch of them, man. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a video to simply annihilate everything and let's just keep it 100. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. Before I do, I got a question though. Do Africans hate or dislike African Americans and vice versa? No.
Phone time.
Hey.
Phone time.
Oh.
Really, nigga?
Be easy. Let me explain. Okay, all right. Do we have a disagreement with each other? Yes. Do we hate each other? No. We do have some disagreements. So let's break that down. All right, so yes, sometimes, you know, African Americans and Africans, sometimes we have some issues. Yes, we have some issues, but that's our business.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong to my Africans in the continent, you know I love y'all, we love y'all, you know what I'm saying? And to my African Americans, come on now, let's get it out, you know what I mean? Let's be real, we love each other, but we have a love and hate relationship, and I'm gonna tell you why. Alright, well, first things first, before I do decide to tell you why, to my white South Africans, I don't even like saying that, because in 1994, y'all didn't even want to be Africans, y'all were European, at least that's what it said on the benches during apartheid. But anyway, my white South Africans, man, yo, there's one thing you're not gonna do. There's one thing you're not gonna do. You're not gonna tell an African American that you're more African than us. You're not gonna do it. You are African from which, okay? You are African from which? You are great value African. You know what I mean? You're African by default, not even. Like I said, y'all didn't even want to be African at one point in time.
Why?
We are not Africans from Africa.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But anyway, so don't come for me because you know I be in the comments, okay? I come for you, all right? So that's one thing you're not gonna do, all right? Now, let's get into it, man. The reason why African Americans and Africans on the continent be having beef is because how the media presents us to each other. Real talk, how they present us to each other is messed up. All right, so for all my African Americans or my Africans in the African diaspora, how many times have you just, you know what I mean? Like you see an infomercial, right? And they have that one little white lady and she's holding them little hungry African babies and the flies are on them. And you hear that song, "In the arms of an angel." And that's the only thing that they show you in Africa. Right? They don't show you the beautiful cities. They don't show you the beautiful freaking art. They don't show you the buildings, the highways, none of that stuff, right? So, you know what I mean? And it's messed up. Or if they don't show you that, they show you this white dude from National Geographic. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like the crocodile hunter. He's in a place where he don't belong, observing an African tribe, and it be messed up, right? He be sitting there going, okay, you see here, we have the Zulu tribe from South Africa. And he shows them and they're doing their little tribal dances and all that other stuff. But that's supposed to be sacred. But he be over there, or he be with the all the type of tribes. You know, the ones with the red hair. With the red hair, they put the Himba tribe. They put the red clay on their hair and stuff. He be over there looking. He don't even be educational. He be there to see the breast and the booty cheeks because you know our African tribes we do that. He's creepy. Yo, dude is mad creepy. But anyway, and that's how they present Africa to us, right? And vice versa, right? So the Africans in the African continent, how they present the African Americans here, right? They show the gangster, all the gangster videos, all the movies and stuff. They show us in the light that's not even right. You know what I mean? They don't show the success that we've done and all that other stuff. They show black people stealing, selling drugs, all that other stuff. They show the stereotypes to each other. So then when we meet each other, we on some, oh, hell no. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like I said, do we have some issues with each other? Of course. The reason why we have some issues is because, you know, there was a lot of things that was going on when we came over here. Well, we didn't come over here. There's a lot of issues, okay? Some African tribes participated in some slave trade. Some didn't. Some was captured. It was like the wild, wild west over there. But a lot of times, and y'all need to stop saying this, a lot of conservatives or whoever be saying, well, African people sold their own people to African, you know, Africans sold each other and all that other stuff. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop, okay? Cut that out. Because there's plenty of history that shows not only was, all right, yeah, there was some selling and all that other stuff, but then y'all went over there and was taking over. I mean, if Africans were selling other Africans, they would have profited and there would have been no colonialism. You know what I mean? Like, you know, let's be real, man. The colonizers literally split up the land messed up. If you look at Nigeria, they got freaking 3 or 4 different tribes and, you know, they got the Yorubas, they got the Hausas, they got the Egbo. They all in this different spot. They all be beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, they cut up Africa like how they thought it was supposed to be, and it's not even supposed to be like that. So our confrontation comes in because, you know what I'm saying? We've been over here, they've been over here. We're like, yo, why you ain't help us? And they're like, yo, what do you mean why we didn't help you? We could have helped you because you see what we went through. We was going through some stuff too. So it's kind of like, you know, we got this misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? But in South Africa, there's not a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? A lot of our African brothers and sisters in South Africa, they know exactly the struggle that African Americans here in the Americas went through. Because while we had Jim Crow, they had apartheid. Their apartheid lasted till 1994. So that's why when I hear a white African tell me that I'm not African and they're more African than me, and I go through your history and I see on benches, this is 1990, 1991, you got Europeans only. So where was you sitting with the Africans? Don't answer that question. Because you know you damn wasn't. You know you damn wasn't. You know you wasn't. So cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there because DNA is stronger. Okay? And don't try to hit me with that, well, you don't know the culture. Because here in the Americas, my African Americans, if you will, we don't realize this, but we're more African than we even know. And a lot of times these South Africans, the white ones, not the black ones, the white ones, they try to challenge us, but don't realize, let's be real, when you were going through apartheid, you blocked us out from coming to help because you got the apartheid from the Jim Crow. Hello? So you blocked us from trying to help our brothers and sisters. You ain't block us? Yo, you made sure we couldn't come because you know we was trying to come. And if you don't believe that African Americans been down with Africa, you need to check our history, man. You ain't even gotta go far, man. You ain't even gotta go far. Remember Wakanda, the Black Panther? Man, we had so many African Americans walking around with the dashiki. We was proud of that movie. We saw that movie, we was proud. You know what I mean? We was doing this. We had the dashikis we was representing. Now, you can even go even further. Remember in the 90s? Remember in the 90s, we have our African medallions. We had our African hats. We was over here. We was protesting with everybody else trying to get rid of the apartheid. Okay? Matter of fact, if you look at Spike Lee's movie with Malcolm X, you'll see we put Nelson Mandela. He's in the movie. I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. Come on now. Come on now, Muhammad Ali, Pumaye, Ali, Pumbay. We been, come on now, don't play with that. All right. Then, if you want to even go even further in the African diaspora, You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got our own flag, the red, the green, and the black, the RGB. You know what I mean? Red, black, and green. I said it messed up, but it's okay. And then we also have our own national flag. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even talk about Liberia. You know what I mean? Liberia, come on now. In order for you to even be a citizen or own any land, you have to have African blood in you. They'll give you like a little, if you ain't African, they'll give you like a little, maybe like a green card if you will, but to be a citizen, you need to have African DNA. So my white South Africans, if you are so African, why can't you get citizenship in Liberia? If you African. I'll wait. You can put that, I'll wait. But anyway, we're gonna keep on going. And don't even trip, because that's just Liberia, like I said. And with the history of Liberia, African Americans went back to Africa. So what happened with that? But we got beef though, right? We got beef. I highly doubt it. And then let's not talk about Ghana, man. Ghana sat there and said, hey, listen, man, I know some things happened. We didn't know what was going on with y'all when y'all left. You know what? But come back home and we gonna help you out. We gonna have, come back home. Akon, tell us to come back home. You know what I mean? So to sit there and say that we got a beef, no, we just got a misunderstanding. Okay? What we really need to do is remember in the movie Color Purple? Remember the movie Color Purple when Sally, you know what I mean? Like, after Mr. did all his stuff or whatever, and her kid left or whatever, and her girl came back, and remember the son, she had kids or whatever, her son, he said, Booney, Mama Booney. We need to have a Mama Booney moment with each other. And the problem be, my white people, my white people, I love y'all, and this is no disrespect, but you in our business. Okay, you in our business. Like, you need to mind your business. Talk to your European ancestors or something. Deal with y'all. Let us talk to each other. That's the problem. There's always a middleman in between us. We move out the way. Booney. We need to have our moment, because soon as we link up and we start talking and we sit there and we start to connect and feel like we are part again, y'all in trouble. That's why you do that. That's why you do that. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, for my African Americans that are here, we be a little bit disrespectful. You know what I mean? With our African brothers, we do be a little bit disrespectful. We need to cut that out. You know, the name callings, the African booty scratcher, the darkness, all that other stuff, cut it out. You got a cousin that's darker than some Africans in Africa, cut it out, stop. Okay? But we need to greet our brothers and sisters on the continent. We need to greet them correctly. Because I'm sorry, for my Africans on the continent, I'm sorry, man. We been over here a little bit, and we be tripping. You know what I mean? Like, we be tripping. Like, we be saying stupid stuff like, yo, man, when you see an African brother or sister that's from Africa, they got that long name or whatever, we be messing it up and all that other stuff, and we be mad rude. You know what I mean? We be like, oh, yo, what's up? You from Africa? Oh, you must live with lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. No, don't do that. That's disrespectful. Okay, you know what I mean? Don't do that. See, remember earlier when I was saying that the National Geographic and all that? That's why we do that. Because National Geographic has in our mind that y'all live with lions and tigers and bears, and that's lies. Okay? We be tripping. All right? So when you do meet an African brother or sister from the continent, this is how you need to address them. Hello, welcome, my brother. Where you from? What tribe are you from? And what language you speak? And then, you know what I mean? Like, Google is free. All you got to do is, oh, he's from Ghana? Okay, he speaks this language. He's from Nigeria? Oh, he speaks that language. They're from Ivory Coast, they speak this language. Like me, I'm part Cape Verdean. So I know there's 10 islands, and each island speaks Creole slightly different. So when I see a Cape Verdean brother from Africa, or Cape Verdean brother or sister from Africa, the first thing I say is, what island are you from? And they'll tell me, I'm like, oh, you from Brava? Oh, you from Fogue? You from Saint Anton? Or you from St. Cloud? Or you from Saint Vicente? Oh, okay, cool. And boom, boom, done. And then I stop getting in. And then I stop meeting my brothers. I have my little moment. Boom, boom. And next thing you know, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? We be chilling. That's how you supposed to do it. You know what I mean? You don't be like, oh, yo, whatever, or And another thing too, man, when you see your African brother in the lunchroom and they be warming up their food or whatever, don't be disrespectful. That food is good food. Okay, fufu is good. You eat fufu. You don't even know you eat fufu. You eat plantain. Okay, you eat yuca. Or for me, manioc. You eat that. So don't be acting. All that is mashed up. That's it, mashed up with the stew. That's it. You'll be looking at. Don't see. You've been so far away from your roots. You don't know how to respect something that's good. That food is good. What? African food is good, but we're gonna talk about another video. But like I was saying, man, and if you think that Africans hate us, if they hated us so much, why did they create the 6th region? Why did they create the 6th region? Okay, now, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it, but let me break it down for you. So in Africa, you got North Africa, you got South Africa, you got East Africa, you got West Africa, you got Central Africa. And I said a 6th region. The 6th region are Africans that are in the diaspora that don't live on the continent, but are of African descent or African blood. They created that for a reason. If they didn't like you, the African Union would be like, nah, man, we good. But they know that there are Africans in the Caribbean, there are Africans in the Americas, there's Africans in Europe, there's Africans all over the place. So they said, you know what? We need to create another region so we can collectively tell our people, yo, come back home. We got you. Now, why would a person like that, if they hate you, if Africans on the continent hated African Americans, why would they do that? Why would they do that? I'd be like, oh, hell no, I'm good with y'all. We straight. They didn't do that. Like I said, Ghana tells you to come back. You know what I mean? Yo, Akon, yo, if you want to do business, boom, 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 done. That's the problem, man. Y'all sit there, y'all try to, a lot of us that are African descent, we try to separate ourselves. I don't know for what reason. We try to separate ourselves and just distance ourselves from our roots, not even knowing that we're more closer to our roots than we think. Okay? So, in that case, you need to understand that Africans don't hate African Americans and vice versa. We just have a misunderstanding and we want to have a talk with our white people. I'm sorry, Karen and Kyle and all these other people. I'm sorry. I know you want to be down because you're nosy and all this other stuff. You're not invited to this cookout. You can come to the next cookout or something, but this cookout, this ain't even a cookout. This is a family reunion amongst us. So let us build that and mind your business. Don't be trying to tell us about our history because most of our history is in the British Museum anyway, so we don't need you. You did enough. You did enough. Enough. Go over there, okay? Mind your business. This is some African black people stuff, okay? Mind your business, okay? Now, for those that, those are my African Americans that just want to associate with being American or whatever the case may be, that's fine. Do as you will. But there's a reason why we say we're African American. You know what I mean? There's a reason why. It's because, there was a lot of different tribes that got taken or whatever the case may be. So instead of us just saying we're from this tribe or this tribe or that tribe, we just say, you know what? We got African blood. We're Africans that live in America. Boom, boom, done. It's simple. And the African Union is aware of that, so that's why they created the 6th region. So if you want to be American, go ahead and be American. That's fine. But you know you're African. You know you got some type of African blood or whatever. For those that do look dark and don't have African blood, you know that too. So again, if you are black, like this color, and you don't have any African blood, or you claim not to have any African blood, you can go with everybody else that don't want to. This is for people who want to be here. If you don't want to be here, then you can go over there. That's fine. Not everybody needs to come to this cookout. If you want to be a stepchild, you can be a stepchild. Stand in the tree. Watch whatever. But when we start partying, you hear them African drums. Because when them African drums hit, we be into it. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, we got Afro beats. How many African artists is combining with these African American artists? You got Drake. You got Chris Brown. You got Wizkid. You got Burna Boy. Come on, you got Dot Man. And the music is fire. Come on now. We hate each other? No, we just have a misunderstanding. And once we figure that out, which we're working on it. Like I said, there's going to be some bumps in the road. You know what I mean? It's like a relationship like, why you do this? But why you do that? You was tripping, dog. I didn't understand. And then you give each other a hug, you slap box, hug. Oh, my bad, dog. And we back. That's it. You know what I mean? So, and conclusion is, okay, yes. We have a love and hate relationship. There's some things that we are upset about with each other and have a misunderstanding, but we don't hate each other. And for those of you that hate, if you're African American, you hate Africans, and you're African, you hate African Americans, y'all in the sunken place. Go treatment, go to counseling for that or something, because you can't be mad as something that looks like you, that talks like you, or whatever the case may be. Don't try to say the culture's not the same, because we still braid our hair. If you look at the Gullah Geechees in the South Carolina and down south, they speak that broken English the same way in Ghana, Liberia, whatever, they speak that other stuff. Our food is still this very similar, you know what I mean? We do a lot of the same things. We got a crazy uncle. If we sat down with each other and had time to break each other down, we'd be like, yo, we do the same thing. But, you know, like I said, there's always somebody in our business, the Miracle Whip Warriors. Like I said, I love y'all, but when you act like that, you're the Miracle Whip Warriors, always in our stuff. Mind your business. Let us do us, and that's what we gotta do, and that's it. So, if you do know, if you're African American or you're Afro Latino, Afro Caribbean, Afro whatever, if you have any type of African blood and you see an African on the continent, no hate. You greet, love, hug, and just be like, yo, what's up? Where you been? Tell me something about you. I'm gonna tell you something about us. And don't be positive. Be positive, you know what I mean? And let's just link up and combine so we can literally eliminate that. So when people are like, oh, Africans don't even like you guys because you claim that you's a victim, be like, hold up. I was at my boy Baba Tunde's house the other day, eating fufu and the whole nine. I'm family. What you talking about? What you talking about? Mind your business. And then, if you really cool, like I said, you're African Americans, you talk to your African brothers. Yo, teach me a little bit of language. So then y'all can have a conversation and they'll be like, oh, hold up, what's going on? Yeah, mind your business. You don't understand this because we speaking, and that's it. That's how you eliminate that problem. It's very simple. So, if you got an African brother, or if you are African and you got an African American brother, cut the hate out, congratulate, eat with each other, talk with each other, love with each other, dance with each other, reunite with each other, and boom, the problem's over. That's simple. And this is your boy, Mr. Kuze. I'm out. So at the end of the day, is there some hate? I'm gonna say no. Just a few little problems. That's it. And I'm out. Peace.
Kuze.